One way to get you a background that's all the same color is to utilize a background layer. You can make one of these. Sometimes you might already have one. Again, hit the plus sign, get yourself a plain background. But to make it all one color, to fill up your whole poster space or whatever you're working with, we're going to come over here to the toolbox, and you can use underneath the gradient tool. If you hold down, there's the paint bucket. So you can come here and choose whatever color you want that whole background to be. Maybe you want it to be something, red. All right. And when I click bloop, it's going to paint everything in the background red. And you can see that here, right? And it's not affecting the layer above or the objects that you have. Another thing that you could do to kind of alter the background space a little bit to make it feel like it's doesn't have like a vast background is to play with the gradient button, which was on top of the paint bucket a second ago. There's some basic stuff here. I'm going to change this to black. Okay. And up here in the activities panel, you can see that there's a gradient already kind of happening. What you want to do is make sure when you click on this, you go to the word basics, because these are basic gradients, and they have where they fade from black to white or from black to nothing. And you want the black to nothing or the color to nothing. So it fades into your picture. So I'm going to click that. And with that, this is kind of cool. I can kind of click and drag and look how it begins to kind of put in a gradient of some kind. I can stretch it closer or farther away if I want something to kind of encompass or encircle my poster a little bit. I think the Pirates of the Caribbean poster was kind of like an example of this. They had the skull and crossbones in the middle, but they had a little bit of this gradient stuff going on. And it doesn't have to be solid. You could do this on another layer. I just quickly did it on the same layer as the background. I would probably suggest doing it on another layer. That way you could control it. If you think you want it to have a change in opacity, you could change it. But that's kind of one way to kind of pull in on a really vast, large area and how to fill in a color or a background.